Hi guys, welcome to Manhood Explained. My name is Camille. Today is 16th of July 2020. Welcome to video number 202. And I want to talk about how to dream, how to allow yourself, let yourself to dream, but how to do it right. Because many times I believe we're having issue with that, and many of us would see the title of the video about dreaming and this kind of stuff. You will say that this is some I don't know, mumbo jumbo basically that I don't want to listen to. There's some esoteric or some self-development crap that I'm not, that's not my cup of tea. But you see, you haven't been taught in school how to do your taxes. You haven't been trained how to find your self-awareness, how to build your self-esteem, how to build your relationships. And one of those things that they didn't taught us as well is how to dream. Because most of us are doing it wrong. And first of all, which is like point number 0 basically, is what I said yesterday. Why would I even want to dream? And to summarize, if you want, just go watch the video 201. If you don't, the summary is basically, if you don't want to be boring slob that basically your wife don't want to have anything to do with you because you're just so passive and there's nothing interesting about you. If you, the other way around, if you want your kids to have someone to look at and look up to have their own dreams and have their own courage to reach for those dreams. And if I think the most importantly from all of that, if you want to look in a mirror and not to say I despise this guy that I see in the mirror, if you want to say, yeah, I would want to be a friend with this guy, then you need to have some dreams. You need to have allowed yourself to do that. But again, I'm digressing to yesterday's video. But today I want to talk about how to dream because we do it wrong. And most of us are having issue with the concept of having a dream or passion in your life because you automatically see this as a childhood idea of me wanting to be a fireman, me wanting to be a, I don't know, soccer player, me wanting to be a policeman. It's again this kind of colorful rainbow kind of crap like unicorns and butterflies. But if you really look close enough, if you want to really go deep, if you want to look for your dreams with a capital D, the deal that you have to do, which is point number 1, you'll have to let yourself go. You'll have to let yourself loose and think about what would life look like. What would be the thing that I would decide to reach for if there would be completely no barriers? No financial barrier, no emotional barrier, no psychological or maybe rather social judgment barrier. What it would not be like a relationship barrier, meaning that you want to do something and your wife would say, oh, that's not a really smart idea. No, if you'd completely be able to do whatever you want with no consequences, without nothing, you just do what you want, what would you do then? What would be your idea? And what would be the thing that you go and do right away? And if you really want to kind of do this thing and go a level deeper, take a piece of paper and write it all down. And interestingly enough, this is what is crucial and so important. Write down everything that comes to your mind, positives and negatives. Because many times, and I think this is what derails this whole concept for so many of us, that we think about dreaming as this, this positive mindset that you have to look and dream about only positive things. But I compare this kind of looking for your dream and passion, it's kind of like a lucid dreaming. If you have no consequence of what you do, what you're gonna do? And if people are selling trainings for lucid dreaming, they say you'll be able to fly, you'll be able to do this and that, and 100% of the guys would say I would do that for sex. I'll be able to do whatever I want, so I'll sleep with every beautiful girl that I'll find in my dream. She has to do what I say, right? I control the narrative, right? And if you listen to guys, in YouTube that they say about this, all of them say that it's about sex, at least to my knowledge. So that's why this is exactly the same thing. You will have to open this Pandora box of truth. What would you do if there would be no barriers for you? Because then you'll find a list of positive and negatives, and then which is subject of its own. You'll have to go through the negative things, or all those things that I'll buy the newest Lamborghini or Ferrari. I'll buy the biggest house around. I will have my private plane and so on. And then what? What does it say about you? And going towards the same, like a very, very, I don't know, not PG-13 road. Many of you will say, I would sleep with so many girls. I would have a model or actress XYZ here tonight. And then you will have to ask yourself, is that it? Is that what's kind of what this is the barrier that I'm is between me and eyes wide shut people? Money? Because then you see I'm exactly like them. It's just a matter that I cannot do what I want and they do. You see where I'm going with this? So then if you go through all those negative things, like maybe you would say, I would really go and do something bad to the guy that lives downstairs because he drives me nuts. He's doing these parties and I talk to him, he doesn't react. I would basically, he'll disappear or something like this. What does it say about you? And if you have those both lists, interestingly enough, every psychologist that will go through all of this will tell you a lot about you, what you're struggling with, what are your unresolved issues, maybe from childhood or something like this. But because I want to concentrate on looking for a dream, I would not kind of concentrate on the negatives, although you want to look at it and think about it, because it'll tell you a lot about you. And that's point number 2. Looking at the list and learning from it. But again, that's a different story. But looking at the positive side, maybe you want to look at it and kind of see that, after everything that I would buy and so on, where that goes. What is the end game of all of this? Where would I go when I would have everything? Because then maybe like Jim Carrey says, you would be able to say the same thing. I would like everyone to be able to be famous and rich, to get everything that they ever wanted, so they could understand that this is not the answer. Interesting to hear that from such a rich person, right? And accomplished. But then, third thing that kind of is really, really interesting, and so many people say the same thing. If you're really past this point of this whole flashy things and all those things that you think that you would like to have, you get to the point that you'll see that everything comes down to me wanting something that I'll be able to do for others. Because maybe at the end of the day you'll be able to sit down and write down, I would really take my wife for this vacation that I told her that I was going to take her for. She's doing more than I would ever expect for her. I love her so much, and I never really say that to her, but that would be my way of saying that, out loud. Maybe you would say, it's interesting, guys, I always wanted to be a doctor, and now I'm doing what I'm doing right now, helping people. And this is exactly what I always dreamed about. It's exactly what I want to do. Maybe I want to double down on that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the road is that you'll find yourself in the calmness of you going through all of those crazy things, that you really want to do something for someone else. And that will change your perspective on yourself. Because you will see that there is good in you. That there is so much more than you thought. There's so much more that you can give to others. So you see, this is so important, at least, especially for us guys, because you, whether you like it or not, you're the leader in your home. Your kids look at you. Maybe your friends, maybe your manager in the company, people are looking at you, what do you do? What are the dreams that you're really following, that you're really trying to pursue? Because if you want to lead, if you want to be a father, if you want to be a husband, if you want to be, someone that other people follow, you'll have to have dreams that will inspire them to do the same thing. So understand that you have to let yourself loose. You'll have to allow yourself to see, what would I do, what would I reach for if there would be no barriers? Second, what does it really say about me? And what are the things that I'm supposed to kind of put back, because that's a dark side of me that I really want to spend some time to think about it. But looking for a positive goal or positive dream, I want to look for something that I will be able to do something for someone else, because that will really make me feel fulfilled. Because this is what I want you to take from this video. This is something that I coined some time ago, that the pinnacle point of every progress is contribution. So if you want to find your dream, you will have to allow yourself to dream, allow yourself to go big, go wild, and then sift through it, find the things that you see that you start to resonate with, the things that you will be able to do and produce something for someone else's betterment. And then if you look close enough, and you will say, I would really be able to do that for the rest of my life. Then you'll find your dream that you'll never want to let go. So think about it and do something about it, because if you want to find fulfillment in your life, you'll have to allow yourself to dream, but you'll have to do it right. Because when you do it right, you will see that all the information that you always wanted to know, what do I want, where am I supposed to go, what am I supposed to pursue, was already there in you. So just, pursue that and enjoy the ride. If you like this video, like, share, comment. If you didn't, comment as well. Give me what's your idea about the subject and what is your experience. And if there's anything you want me to talk about, give me a shout. I'll be glad to do it for you. That being said, see you tomorrow.